Hello, my name is Margaret Graziano, and I'm the CEO and founder of Keen Alignment. Keen Alignment's vision is to forever liberate the human spirit at work. And today I'm here with Darlene Huff, a colleague and a coach that I work with. And I'd like you to introduce yourself, Darlene. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, great. Well, thank you, Maji. Well, it is a pleasure and a joy and a delight to spend this little bit of time with you. And because we both have real common passions about what we want to accomplish and what we want to do in the world and how to make our worlds a better place. I know you through my coaching journey through Coaches Training Institute and through their leadership program. And golly, we've stayed connected for the last, 7, 8, 9 years, something like that. So it's an honor and delight to be with you today. So thank you.
So, Darlene, you were somebody who worked in the corporate world before you got into coaching, and even after you finished your coaching and leadership journey. Tell us a little bit about what you've done in your career and why you transitioned to coaching.
Great. Thank you. So my experience has definitely been in the retail space. I've always been a sales and operations leader. I've worked with premium brand US-based retailers operating in Canada, such as the Disney Store, Williams-Sonoma, and David's Bridal. And absolutely loved my career. For the 25 years that I was there, I couldn't really believe that I actually got paid to do what I did. However, then I ran up against a leader who was extremely difficult, and then a group of leaders, and I realized that I needed to do something different to be able to go through and navigate through them. And so I sought out a coach, and she kind of changed and saved my life at that point and gave me new direction and clarity and purpose. Working with those leaders for a year, I realized that I didn't need to be there. I could go and do something else. There was definitely a misalignment of values, and so I went and I hung my own shingle and started my own coaching business, which is the coaching suite. And I aspire to work with women leadership roles, and I know there's a better way to live at work. Because I've lived it. I've lived great leadership, and then I came across bad leadership. And so this better way to live at work is through leadership.
Great. Thank you. So you've done some work with our group of women leaders, and you've done some training and coaching. What is it that attracts you to working with women in the world of work?
You know what? I do believe that at this point of our world, in the world that we are living in, we as women need to lock arms, shoulder to shoulder, raise each other up. Anything other than that is just kind of not acceptable. We're not going to get all through this without us doing that. And so it's real strong core value for me to be in community with women, to serve women, and to help raise each other up.
Yeah, that's great. And I often see in the work that I do with my women executives, even people that are in the C-suite or on boards of national and international organizations, there's this question like, am I in the right place? And do I deserve to be here? And is what I want to say the thing that needs to be said now? So there's this second guessing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering what how you coach women to stop second guessing themselves and just to speak from what they want to say.
Right. Yeah, it definitely is a process. And I think that's the thing that I've seen the most over this last 18 months, because there has been significant change in organizations, change in how we work. And that often stimulates or ignites kind of that imposter syndrome. I think the more change, the more opportunity that it is for us to look back and to say, do I fit? Am I supposed to be here? Am I good enough, smart enough, wise enough, talented enough? And so, yeah, I find during times of change, this second guessing happens even more so.
Mm. And how do you specifically work with women to overcome that, to get over that constraint?
Yeah, yeah. I work with them. I have sort of a three-step process or philosophy that I work with them in helping them self-discover their awareness. So the more self-aware that they are, then the better they're able to go through and understand where they are fitting in the world. And then the second one is self-manage. So it's great to be self-aware, but what do I do with it? And so then to be able to go through and self-manage in any circumstance. And then the third piece is to be able to go through and then lead from self. And so that's fine. I'm aware, I know what to do, but then how do I do it? And so going through and helping them through this three steps. And I find that it's mostly, I'd say 80% of this is all mindset and 20% is the mechanics of it.
Yeah, yeah. Mindset, and then knowing, wow, it's just my thinking. It's way easier said than done. I can tell you for me and probably for everybody. So
Yeah.
we're having a retreat, a leadership strategic advance for women called Ignite Power, and you're going to be one of our facilitators. Can you talk about a little bit about what you're going to bring to the table?
Yeah. What I'm going to bring to the table is exactly that. How can you become more self-aware? We are going to go through and give you the steps to do that and have you practice. We're going to give you the opportunity of self-managing and what does it feel like and look like to try on some of these different tools and techniques. And then we are going to be able to go through and give some feedback and some self-awareness and some feedback on your managing from self. I've recently completed some certification through positive intelligence, and there's just lots of great things in there that I want to bring that actually help with those mechanics that help with the mindset.
Yeah, and actually part of the program, we give people the link to find out who their saboteur is and how that saboteur is in the way of blowing the doors off on what's possible. So we'll be seeing you, Darlene, for Ignite Power, and there'll be a link on this video. And also the last thing I wanted to ask you is, what has been your biggest challenge as first of all, as a corporate executive? What's been your biggest challenge? And then as a coach, what's been your biggest challenge and how have you overcome those?
Right. So in corporate, I think it's exactly what you said earlier. How do I find my voice when I feel that I just don't matter in that moment? There have been times where I've actually been paralyzed in a conversation and how that affects me and how I've overcome it through coaching, my own personal coaching and this coaching journey. And for coaching, I've been very fortunate to be able to go through and surround myself with outstanding coaches. So going through and having strong coaches myself and being community of coaches, I think keeps me sharp and keeps me focused and keeps me aligned with my mission about making the world a better place.
Yeah, I can say that during COVID, when our cohort got together and we were together, I think every Friday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every Friday for the year of COVID, I felt so connected to a source greater than myself that we were all up to making a difference. And I think we really not only held each other, but we propelled each other. And so one of the things we talk about in Ignite Power is you to the fifth power, which is you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And are you getting energy? Are you giving energy? And are you all moving each other forward or not? And it's all a choice on who you hang out with. So Darlene, thank you so much.
Great. I can't wait. Thank you, Maji.